All right. I think we're on. We're on. A little bit of a delay, but welcome to the first inaugural LPDS Yankees live stream. Thank you guys for being here. I'm excited. I cannot predict how this is going to go, but I believe in the LPDS universe. I believe that this is going to be super entertaining and fun for everybody. So thank you guys for being here so far. Here's how it's going to work. My tech is garbage. So there's probably going to be some video issues. Hopefully no audio issues. If you guys can hear me, can somebody give a thumbs up in the chat real quick to make sure that everything is good to go in the audio department? Nothing in the chat. Okay. Let's see. Let me try to fix this here. Hold on a second here. We got the thumbs up. All right. I'm just delayed here on in YouTube land and on the software I'm working with, so my apologies. Look, I did not do any sort of pregame preparation as far as like analyzing the rosters and who's going to be good and the predictions and all the stuff you see on the normal commentaries. You're going to get reactive commentary live from a fan who has a little bit of baseball acumen and history behind him. We're going to do some trash talking. We're going to have some jokes. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Feel free to put questions in the comments. Put your troll statements in the comments. Put your shit talks, whatever you want to do, put it in the comments. Again, very quick reminder for everybody. If it's derogatory, you're going to get banned, okay? And as soon as I figure out how to ban somebody, I'm going to do it if you're being derogatory, all right? This is a family show after all. But I'm excited to be here. Here's the preparation I have. I'm not sure if you can see here. I basically have on my phone the rosters. That's it. Just so I know the names of the people popping up on the screen, and then we're going to go from there. I'm a Yankees fan. So anybody who's a Giants fan coming to this stream, I'm telling you right now, I'm a Yankees fan. But unlike some of these Yankee commentators and analysts who obviously get paid by the Yankees or the MLB, they have their coffers to answer to, I'll tell it like I see it. All these guys are already sucking off the Yankees. I heard 3 separate sports analysts on WFAN already talking about how, objectively speaking, the Yankees have the best lineup in the American League. And they weren't even Yankees official fans. They were New York sports fans, and they're saying this. I don't think that's the case. I love the Yankees, but I hate Cashman. I hate what he's done with the team. I feel bad for the players. I feel bad for Aaron Judge because he has almost nobody to help him out to actually take this team to a World Series. But I'm always hopeful, okay? I'm pessimistic, but I'm hopeful, and we're going to see how it goes. I'm hoping this game starts sooner rather than later because I don't want to see Tubby Burt Kreischer on here. He's probably got a D shirt here in a second, which I'm really not looking forward to. Couldn't care less about his tubby gut and what have you. I want to get this game going. I want to see what the Yankees have in store for us this year. Here's my prediction. I'm hoping this ends up on Freezing Cold Takes. I'm hoping this ends up on Freezing Cold Takes on their social media page because I want to be wrong. But my prediction is that you're going to get very much the same year as last year with the Yankees. Why do I think that? It's pretty simple. Because they have the same team as last year. Almost exactly. Yes, they got rid of Devin Williams. Thank God. They should have retracted the beard rule because the reason they took away the beard rule because of that guy, and he stunk. But he's gone now. They got rid of Luke Weaver. They let him go. Not sure why. I kind of like that guy. I thought he had a lot of promise, but of course they let him go. They got a couple of additions in the bullpen who I can't remember off the top of my head. And that's about it. The roster's still the same. So, like I said, I'm hopeful, but I predict a very similar season to last year. They'll probably make the playoffs. They'll probably crawl into the playoffs. I think they might have a fight for the division lead at the end. But I just think that they're going to have the same outcome as last year. I want to be proven wrong. I'll sit here all day, hand up, and celebrate how wrong and stupid my prediction was if they make it all the way and win it. I would love for that to be the case. But we'll see how it goes. They're making the... I'm not sure if you guys are watching it. I hope you guys are watching it now. This is also something for anybody who's new and didn't see the LPDS, the last episode of the LPDS. I can't show the game on this stream. Most of you probably already know that, but copyright laws and the MLB and Rob Manfred make it impossible for you to share anything MLB related. I'm probably going to get in trouble just for saying those letters, actually, thinking about it now. But he makes it impossible for anybody to do that stuff because he wants to money grub and have all the views and profits for himself. So I got to figure out a way to even show clips. I'll try to figure that out. I'm sure there's professionals out there who do that in some way, shape, or form and add commentary to make it legal. I'll try to do that. But the game's on Netflix, so tune in on Netflix today. I'll do better in the future about putting out information to you guys ahead of time on where the game's going to be shown, whether it's on Yes Network or MLB.TV or one of the streaming services or ESPN or whatever. And that way you can actually watch the game instead of just having a look at me. You can just listen to me in the background and do the chats and what have yous. So that's that. I got, just to give you a little insight into my setup here, I don't have a lot of bandwidth on my laptop. I do have the YouTube up, but I have it minimized, and then I have my streaming software, OBS, up, and it has the chat. I think the chat is delayed, so my apologies if I don't get to your comments and questions when you send them out. I'm going to try to do my best with that. What I'm going to really try to do is, in between innings, when I don't have to de-cheese, re-cheese, or get a snack or whatever, I'll spend some time into the chat if people are around and asking questions, and I'll engage during the commercial breaks if you're around as well. If I have to get up and leave, I'm going to pop the commercial break banner up so you guys know that I'm not there, so you don't waste your time waiting for a chat answer or a response or anything like that. So, anything else I missed? Any questions you guys have right now while we're waiting for the lineups to be, the rosters to be announced? They'll probably do the national anthem, which I forgot about. Probably should have started this later so we can just get right into the first pitch, but that's okay. I like the national anthem. I am from America after all, so. Otherwise, I think I said I'm wearing this hat. I don't wear hats inside normally. I wear this hat. Hey, it's a Yankee hat if you're looking. Yankee hat. But I'm a bald. I'm a bald guy. I'm also an Italian bald. So the grease that comes with my natural Italian abilities, the olive oil that just seeps out of my pores, it doesn't get absorbed by hair. So if I'm scratching my head or if I'm holding my head like this in disbelief or something, I get all the greases on my fingies, on my sausage fingers. And I don't like that. I don't like typing on my computer or checking my phone or anything when that's going on. So I wear the hat to sort of absorb that and help with that. Also, if I wear a headset, sometimes I'll wear a headset. I don't want to get the grease on the headset and compromise the integrity of the headset. So I don't condone wearing a hat indoors normally. The military kind of beat that out of me. Take your hat off inside. So we're going to be quiet very quickly for the national anthem, and then we'll get back to it. If you are wearing a hat, take it off, please. All right. There's a commercial break going on. We are super delayed. I'm looking at the YouTube feed right now, and I feel like we're minutes delayed. It's very annoying. I apologize if that's the case for you guys. But we're just going to have to roll with the punches here. For the record, I did enjoy that guy, that naval seaman's national anthem for the most part. It's nice to see veteran out there taking care of business. So, all right, with that, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. I don't know how delayed we are. Again, I apologize in advance for delayed calls and commentary. That's just the nature of the beast. If I was getting, if I was doing this for the league or for the Yankees, maybe it would be, I'd get better timing on this. But we're doing this solo. This is LPDS funded only. I would not be surprised if I got a cease and desist from Manfred about using the logos. I got those off the internets though. Okay, so I believe that falls under fair use. So we'll see what happens with that. I've seen it on a lot of YouTube covers and streams in the past. So, who knows what that guy. I hate that guy. He's bad for baseball. So, that's all I have to say about that. But anyway, I turned the volume down on my TV so it wouldn't interfere with this broadcast, but I forgot just how much pregame fluff there is. So I'm gonna be trying to be filling up the dead space while we're waiting for this first pitch. But it's my first time, so I stink at that stuff. So if you guys want to send me a kick in the ass via the comments to get better or more entertaining, feel free. Just don't drop any of the no words, if you will. Greg, I should be the commish. Any one of us here on the broadcast could be the commission, do a much better job because we have integrity and morals. That's the difference. Rob Manfred cares about his bottom line and his pockets. That's all he cares about, and it's very apparent in the way he commissions the league. The same with a lot of the owners, too. But we'll never get that chance because we have integrity and morals, unfortunately. And that seems to be something you can't have if you want to make it to the top in these sports leagues these days. I mean, forget about the NFL. I'll probably get in trouble for saying NFL, but Goodell and the gang there, I mean, that's the MLB is like the monastery compared to the NFL, but it's still bad here anyway. Scott, what's Ben Rice's new sponsorship deal? I wasn't aware of it. I do like Ben Rice though, so hopefully he didn't pick like Hugo Boss or something like that. Wow, Jey Uso, WWE superstar. Let's go. You guys know how the LPDS loves WWE, baby. Bone Crusher, Mrs. Bone Crusher, probably loving this. Greg, that's right. Integrity. Integrity Farms. Manfred is devoid of integrity. Cashman devoid of integrity. I think even Hal Steinbrenner is a little bit devoid of integrity. Devoid of scruples for not getting rid of Cashman. But what do I know? Is that real, Scott? Is Uncle Ben Rice his real sponsor? If that's real and this is not one of those dad jokes, I'm all for that. I'm a thumbs up on that. But if that's a Scott dad joke, I'll applaud you for it, but you got me. All right, so pitching today for the Giants is Logan Webb. Is that his name? Let me make sure I got the rosters right here. Logan Webb, yeah. Right-handed pitcher. Don't know much about him. I know the name, but I'm not the guy who knows about the history of their stats and what their strong pitches are or anything like that. We'll get better about that throughout the season. He's going up against Kentucky Fried Chicken Max Fried, lanky lefty, good pickoff move, devastating stuff when he's on. He's untouchable when he's on. So I'm excited to see him pitch. We'll see what he does with this Giants lineup, who I have no idea most of the guys on that team except for Rafael. Is it Devers or Devers? I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm probably going to say Devers. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Over-under on Max Fried strikeouts. I don't know what the sports books are saying. It's got to be that's probably 6.5 over-under. So I'd say over. I'd say over that. He's pretty solid, and I know it's the first game of the season. You're not in really mid-season form, but neither are the batters either. You know. So, with the exception of like Devers, who's a historical Yankee killer, I think Max Fried can do well today. Unfortunately, I think Logan Webb can do well as well because the Yankees lineup is not good. They got Judge, and that's about it. And I hate saying that because I love Stanton, and I'll talk more about Stanton all day long, but he's not consistent. He's dangerous for other reasons. I'm going through the comments here. Greasy, I wanted that as well. But thank God we have guys like your brother-in-law and pals directing and controlling the friendly skies to prevent that from happening. Because that would be devastating. They just said Logan Webb's got a 93-mile-an-hour sinker, which sounds, for a guy like me, devastating. If Libretti's at the plate, Logan Webb might be carving me up with that sinker. But he doesn't have me up at the plate. He's got guys that are maybe slightly better than me at the plate. In Trent Grisham. And, Volpe's not playing today. I really wanted to start the inaugural live stream with Volpe out there because I got a lot to say about that guy. And he's still not back from his injuries yet. I don't know if they're real injuries or if they're holding him back to use as an excuse for if he stinks again this year. But Caballero, I think, is better than him anyway, so I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about Caballero being in the lineup. Unfortunately for that guy, I feel like no matter how good he is, he's going to be benched as soon as Volpe's healthy, and then he's going to have to fight for a position again. So here we go. Trent Grisham, the $22 million man. Ooh. First pitch is up in the zone, but he calls a strike one. No challenge from Grisham. I wouldn't challenge it either. First pitch of the season. I wouldn't want to do that either. Start wasting challenges. Swing and a miss on 0-1. Makes it 0-2. I don't know what that pitch was. It said 85 on the screen. That could have been like a splitter or a changeup. I'm really not good at picking up pitches from the TV. I'm better in real life. I've seen a lot of pitches go by me in my day, so pretty good at that. All right, the 0-2 from Webb. Leave up for the Birds, Trent. Good take, 1-2. Just to let you guys know, it's going to be tough for me to look at the comments while, in the middle of the inning, so that's why I'm going to use those between innings to check out the comments and see questions and stuff. Grisham fouls that one back, and we'll do it again. 1-2. So yeah, if you do ask me questions, I'll be a little delayed, and it'll come in between innings probably. So, all right, Grisham's in. The 1-2 from Webb. Fouled it off his shin again. All right, Trenty, fighting it off. Good first at bat. Look, the leadoff guy, you want to get him on base, but you also like this stuff from a leadoff guy. Make him pitch, see pitches. Don't go swinging out of your ass first pitch and just try to hit home runs as soon as you get up to the plate. Let the pitcher throw some pitches. Let him work a little bit. See what he's got, because now your number 2 guy, who happens to be Aaron Judge, the best hitter in the league, now has also seen a lot of those pitches ahead of time. As Grisham strikes out on a high heater for strike 3 in the first out of the inning. Not a bad at-bat, though. I expected a strikeout from Grisham first at bat, but it was a good one. He fought off a couple pitches, saw a couple, and now we got the big man up. Judgy, number 99. Mr. No Clutch, unfortunately, is the word is out on him. Playoff Judge is apparently not clutch, but we're in the regular season, so here we go. First pitch, high and in, but calls it a strike again. That was also a ball. So we got 0-1 to Judge. Bad first call. No challenge. That's probably a smart move beginning of the game. The 0-1 is way outside in the lefty's batter's box. 1-1. It wasn't even presentable. And when I say presentable, I mean a pitch that looks like a strike and then tails away like a slider. That was a ball all the way. The 1-1. Low and in. 2-1. Good pitch, though, from Logie. Good pitch, I'll say that. Tough. That would be tough for me to lay off of. But Judgy knows best. That's why he's the best in the game. So, back at it. 2-1 from Logie. High and outside. 3-1. Hitters count for my man Judge. This is where you're looking for a little bit of a meatball. A little bit of a meatball for Judgy. Let's see if he can hammer one here. Hammer a mistake pitch from Logan Webb. The 3-1. Fouled back. High and in. Good pitch, but not the meatball you're looking for. I don't know if I would have taken that pitch or not. Again, hitters count like that 3-1. I want that in my powerhouse. I want that pitch in my powerhouse, or I'm making him pitch again. I'm making him earn the strikeout. We got a full count now to Judgy. Steps back in the box. Probably expecting fastball. Well, let's see what Logie has in store. 3-2. Fouled back again. Is it out of play? Out of play. Okay, thank God. Woo! Anybody who's live, who's on the stream right now and also texting me, I'm not checking my texts until the between innings. So I'm not sure what you guys said. I appreciate it. I'll check it after. Full count again. We're doing it again from Logie. The 3-2. Oh, Judgy with a check swing. That was a stinky swing, my man Judgy, and he goes down on strikes. Yikes, Judgy. Sweeper. Again, I'm not in the batter's box. That didn't look very presentable, but I think it was more like he checked his swing but also was trying to get out of the way and went through and strike 3. All right, we got Bellinger up now. Starts to count 1-0. I missed that pitch. I was looking at comments. See what happens? I look at comments and I get distracted. The 1-0 from Webb. Check swing did not go. We got 2-0. Another hitter's count. Cody Bellinger batting in the 3-hole today. I'm a little surprised, but also not surprised because, they don't have anybody else. I would like to see Judge in there as he takes strike 1 on a high fastball. I would like to see Judge in the 3-hole. Best hitter is you're supposed to be your 3 spot, but, you got to move Judge around because he's the best hitter in the league, and you got to do what you can. Bellinger flies that to left. And I don't know who that guy in the Giants, something Ramos, I think. He makes the catch for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Yanks. Giants coming up. We'll be right back. I'm going to stick around and check out any comments and questions I might have missed here. Let's see. What do we got here? When did they start doing interleague games? I don't know, Crusher. I don't remember. I want to say sometime in the early 2000s, they went back to interleague games, but don't quote me on that. Never mind, you just answered your question, 97. Netflix infographic, like the score bug, I wasn't paying attention to it too much. It's okay, I think. I'll look in between the next inning and let you know how it goes. Scott, I'm looking at this picture you sent. An incredible sponsorship opportunity for Ben Rice and Uncle Ben's Rice. That's great. So thanks for sending that. What's my feelings on keeping score during the game? Are you talking about like old school scorebook from fans keeping score? If that's what you're talking about, I like it for kids. If you're a dad and you're bringing your kid to a ball game, it's cool, especially if it's like their first game and you're trying to get them into the sport and get them to learn the ins and outs of baseball, and it gets them to pay attention and gives them something to do during the game, even during the boring times of a game. I don't mind it as much. I think as a fan now, like, I'm not keeping score of a game now. In fact, it would be tough for me to do it even if I had a kid, unless there was like a digital version, because we're in the digital age now. People aren't really bringing physical score books to a game. I think they have them in the in-game like pamphlets, the brochures that they bring. That's cool, but after like the first time, after the kid understands and he gets used to it, then sure, that's cool. Otherwise, it's really they got the scoreboard up in the stadium for you. They show you when a strikeout happens, when a backwards K happens, when there's a ball, where the runners are, where the fly balls go, all that stuff. It's good to learn, and then as a hobby, I don't know, it's whatever. All right, Max Fried's up, first pitch. Low and away, ball one. I really like Max Fried. He reminds me of a little bit of a lefty wet cat from college. My old pal, the wet cat, who's on the stream right now. I think, well, he was anyway. Lanky, but he's got some pop to him, and he's dangerous up there. The 1-0 high and inside, 2-0. Who's this guy? Arias? Luis Arias? Am I pronouncing that right? Probably not. I'm going to be butchering every single name. He's good. He's pretty good. So we'll see what lefty on lefty matchup does here. 2-0. Low and away. 3-0. Fried's got to take a little bit. He's got to get his wits about him. Obviously, first game jitters. Got to get that out of the way. So hopefully he tunes it in here. The 3-0 pitch. Ball four. Arias. Not a bad first at bat for him. Not a great first at bat for Fried. But what's early on in the game, a lot of game left, as old manager Joe Girardi used to say. So get the jitters out, Fried. Let's get after this guy here. Who's up now? Put it up on the stupid score bug already. Let's go. Matt Chapman, third baseman. Like that guy. First pitch. Ooh. High heat for a strike. Again, out of the zone. This guy's calling him high today, this umpire. I don't know who it is behind the plate. He's calling him high. So take advantage of that, Fried. The 0-1 here coming now. Right down the dick, and Fried fouls it back 0-2. It was right down the dick, but it was a good pitch. It wasn't a fastball, flat heat. It might have been like a slider or a changeup or something. Again, I can't tell. I'm not good at this stuff yet. So, 0-2 to Chapman. Fried sets and sets again. Up and in. 1-2. High heat. Tried to take advantage of that. Got a little too high on him. Leaving it up for the birds. Does Chapman. We got a 1-2 count coming up. I really need to get a stat boy. As Fried comes in with the 1-2. Foul back again. We'll do it again. I really would love to have a stat boy or a sidekick to have, a color man to talk back and forth, converse back and forth. Because, again, it's tough to look at the chat and then also pay attention to the game and talk at the same time. And all these pros have these awesome little, they're like little pool boys, but for stats. They come in there with the stats. They're in their ear. They're pumping information to them on analytics and stuff all day long, and I don't have any of that. So 1-2 from Fried. Devastating curve. Ground ball to who's Caballero, short. Tries to go for the double play. Doesn't get there in time. They got the out at second. Ben Rice scooped it up a little late at first. I'm a little late on that call because this is live, and I'm just behind the times here. But a good turn by Caballero. Not a great throw by Chapman, but he was going to be too late anyway. Or, excuse me, Jazz Chisholm. I don't know why I said Chapman. Chapman hit the ball. So it was a 6-4 force out and fielder's choice. Chapman's on first. One away. The 0-0 from Fried to Devers. Historical Yankee killer. That ball is outside, 1-0. That was a crazy trade that they did, the Red Sox did with Devers. I don't know why they did that. It was a stupid move in my opinion, but he's a Yankee killer. As Fried's 1-0 pitch is outside again, 2-0. He crushes the Yankees. And if I was the Red Sox, I would want anybody on my team who's going to destroy my arch nemesis any chance I get. So it didn't make sense to me, but we'll see how he is with the Giants here. 2-0, pick off the first, no go. Wasn't his best, certainly not his best at all. Chapman knew it. Ben Rice knew it. Kentucky Fried Chicken knew it. Devers is sporting a fat chaw right now, a big fat chaucer. Good for him. 2-0. Popped up, center field. And Grisham lets it drop. I shouldn't say it like that. The ball dropped in. I don't think Grisham could get to it. It was a lazy fly ball in between. Grisham at center, and I believe Caballero at short was going after it as well, and it dropped in and dunked in between. So now we got a man on first and third, one out. Look, Devers just gets hits against the Yankees. That's what he does. That was a dinky fly ball, a little bit of a jam job underneath it on that pitch. 2-0 pitch. You really want to hammer those pitches, but he didn't. He still got the hit anyway. Almost impossible. Wasn't in that Bermuda Triangle. Sorry, Trent. I should have given you more credit. You did not let that drop. You couldn't get to it. So now we got Adams up, or Adames. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. And the pitch from Fried. Inside ball one. I suppose I should get better at learning about some of these guys on the opposing teams so I have something to talk about in the future. But I just don't care about the other teams as much. I care about the Yankees. And that's why I'm doing this, for the Yanks. The 1-0 from Fried. Fastball, outside corner, strike one. That's a good pitch right there. That's painting corners. Fried, you want to live there all day. You want to live on that black all day long, baby. Evens the count at 1-1. Still got a runner on first and third with one out. The 1-1 from Fried. Ooh, nice little curveball. Just low. He's got a nasty curveball. Nasty curveball. I don't know if he's got Sandy Koufax syndrome where his hands and his fingers are so long he can wrap him around the ball, but it's not as good as Koufax's, but it's damn close. The 2-1 from Fried. Fouled off the... Did he foul off his ball bag? He might have ball bagged himself. Been there a day. It's not fun. That's why you got to wear the bulge, my friend. If you bulge up, you won't have to deal with any pain when you foul it off, when you ball bag yourself. Anyway, the 2-2 from Fried. He sets the pitch. Strike three. We'll see ya. That guy stinks. Ball bagged himself, whiffing on strike three. Beautiful pitch up in the zone. It was a strike. It wasn't a fake strike. It wasn't just on the swing. That was a beautiful pitch. Top portion of the zone, and Adams or however you pronounce his name, whiffed. See you later, big fella. Go ice your balls. Now we got Lee up. Cliff Lee? Probably not. The pitch from Fried. Swung on to Jazz. He's going to go to first for the third out of the inning. And they stop the Giants. No scored. Thank God. Could have been dangerous. He gets checked. We'll take a break here. We'll take a comment break here. I'm going to go through these comments here and see what we got. Greasy, you talking about paying good money for a scorebook that's kept well during a freak-out game? I don't think you want to see that. Scott, you don't like the ump cam? Is that because they offset? With the umps offset from the catcher in the strike zone? The only reason I like the ump cam is because it gives you a better sense of how fast the ball is coming in and how it's moving compared to the behind the pitcher camera. Because I notice, for me anyway, when I'm watching regular broadcast, the pitches look slower. The pitches look more hittable, and it makes me more angry when guys are whiffing or watching pitches go by or swinging at balls in the dirt, because they just look like it just should be easier to pick up on. But the ump cam gives me a better idea of just how fast the pitch is coming in again, and how filthy a breaking ball or a slider might be, or how maybe a slider looked like a strike, and then by time it got to the catcher, it was a ball in the dirt. It gives me a little bit more insight there. I don't like it from a perspective of like, is this going to be a strike or not? Because the umps offset to the inside portion of the plate, depending on the batter, so that they can see. It's because they can't see over the catcher's helmet, I guess. I don't know, but let me know what you think about that. Let me know your thoughts on that, Scotty. Wet Cat, who are you talking about clubhouse cancer? Excuse, two things on your comment. One, yeah, I think another mediocre season is on the horizon for the Yanks, but the Phillies, they can also suck it too. All right, we're back in action. Uncle Ben's Rice, first pitch, roll over Randy to the second baseman, out number 1. That was quick work for Uncle Ben. Look, I like the aggressive nature of guys like Ben Rice, but I know it's the first game of the season, so it's a sort of a different approach. You know, you got a good pitch, you want to try to hammer it. As Stan gets to the plate, my man, Stan. Hold on a second here. We got to watch this Stan at bat. First pitch, high strike, 0-1 from Webb. Good pitch there. Stanton looks locked in and ready to rock and roll. Somebody's been opening chips for him, resting his elbows. And let me tell you why Stanton's dangerous as the 0-1 comes in. Stanton lines it to right center field. That's a base hit for Stanton, baby. Love Stanton. Love that guy. I didn't even get a chance to suck him off before he did exactly what I wanted to do. Line drives that could possibly kill a child or even an adult. And right out of the gate for Stan. Good for him. Stanton's dangerous for that reason and that reason only. Not because he's a consistent hitting home run threat. It's because he can kill you with his pitches. Speaking of killing, Webb just plunks Jazz Chisholm with his cartoony anime puss pads on, and Chisholm gets a free base. Good for you, Chisholm. Way to take it in the back like a man. Run on over to first base and take your free base, buddy. But Stan will hit a laser beam. That is why I love Stan. I don't care that he bats 200 during the season. I don't care that he gets injured almost every season and he's going to be out for a while. I want him to hit the ball 150 miles an hour and potentially take somebody down. As a first pitch to Caballero is a strike on the outside corner. Real good paint there from Logan Webb, and the count's 0-1. Caballero was a late season pickup, trade deadline pickup for the Yanks. Should have played shortstop from the jump, but of course Volpe was in, so he didn't. The 0-1 is high and in, 1-1, almost hit him, got out of the way. Depending on the situation of the game, I'm taking that in the back, that pitch. But first game of the season, second inning, nobody out, man on first or second, let it go. 1-1, base hit to left field for Caballero, baby, let's go. Staying around in third, he's going to score. All righty. And we got a little bit of a circus act going on. Oh, that ball almost got away from them on the Giants. I don't know who that second baseman is. Ball almost got away. We almost had 2 runs there. As Chisholm gets to third, Caballero with not a stand-up double, a slide-in double. And the Yankees are up on the board, baby. 1-0 Yanks. Let's go. Really took advantage of that pitch. Line drive, dead left field. Beautiful. Stan, I don't know if he's jogging home or sprinting home full speed, but he got in there easily. They didn't even throw it home. They went to second base, and Caballero made it easily as well. He's got 1-0 Yanks. Man on third and second. First pitch of McMahon is, damn, he called that a strike too. High fastball, that's a strike, 0-1. Man on second and third. I don't know why I went backwards there. Man on second and third. Caballero on second. Jazzy Boy on third. McMahon at the plate. Career 100 batting average from McMahon. And he check swings at that pitch. We got 0-2. You had to swing at that pitch because he's going to call it. I get it. But put a swing on it, McMahon. What the heck was that? That was... Don't swing at that point. Just don't swing. If you're going to put that level of effort in, this is why this guy's batting 100. Good glove, though. The 0-2. Joybird to second base. And it gets through for a base hit. Let's go! Jazzy Boy scores. Caballero scores. And McMahon doubles his batting average. I can't believe it. The guy I was just shit-talking him, and he comes through with a little Texas Leaguer base hit up the middle. And the Yankees are now up 3-0. What are we talking about here, McMahon? Way to shut me up, baby. Way to shut me up, 1-9. Reminds me of the days of my old pal Brandon Roper Hubbard sporting the 1-9 and shutting me up at the plate after I was shit-talking him. Austin Wells gets up and he gets a hit. I just missed that too. Man, I need a stat boy. I need a guy to keep me focused. Austin Wells, first pitch, another base hit. And now we got a man on first and second, and Logan Webb is looking flustered. Austin Wells catching today. A recent, how do you want to call it? A recent new Dominican. He has embraced his Dominican roots, played for them in the WBC. Good for him. Excited for him. Webb is falling apart, Meg Fev. I think you're right. Resident Dominican, that's it, Wet Cat. That's what I was talking about. So, Dominican Wells with a back-to-back base hits there. Back-to-back base hits, actually, because he had Caballero. You had McMahon with the RBI single, and you have Wells there. Now we got Grisham back up at the plate. Man at first and second. First pitch. And Grisham crushes that to deep. What is that? Right center field, off the wall. Let's go. We got McMahon scoring. We got Dominican Wells scoring. We got Trisha going for three. He gets a triple. And my marble mouth caught up to me. I meant to say Grisham going for three, and he did. And we got a triple, bases clearing triple, 5-0 Yanks. Trenty boy, earn that paycheck, baby. You got to earn it, pal. You got to earn it, and you did right there, at least portion of it, a couple bucks of that paycheck. So, look, I love Trent Grisham. I love that guy. But he is not a $22 million man. We all know that. He knows that. That's why he took the deal, because he'd be a fool not to. But I'm glad he took it, because I would have, and I'm glad he's starting the season off pretty well. He had a rough spring training. Everyone was dogging on him, and he barreled that up to right center field. One hop off the wall off the Visa sign. Probably get in trouble for saying Visa, but whatever. Excuse, you might want to get off this stream if you're not liking the Yankees scoring, because they're doing it right now. And I'm here for it. I don't even know what the hell I was talking about before Grisham lit it up. I got a fresh, cold bottle of Mountain Valley sparkling water. I started drinking sparkling water a while ago. As Judgy gets into the plate, Logan Webb is still out there, and the pitch up and away, ball one for Judgy. I hope Judge takes advantage of this flustered Webb right now, and he smashes one. I hope he locks in and absolutely smashes one and gets Webb out of the game early. The 1-0. Oh, he is calling that high strike. This Tubby behind the plate loves the high pitch. That wasn't close. That was 3 inches above the strike zone. Got to start the challenges pretty soon here, fellas. Anyway, the 1-1 from Webb to Judgy. Calls that one a ball. It was a little bit higher than the previous pitch, so he really couldn't get away with it there. And we got a 2-1 count. Nice hitter's count for Judge. Get your pitch. It doesn't have to be, pigeonholed, but we'll see what we got here. A good pitch from Webb there. Upper outside corner for strike 2. Now we got 2-2. Different ball game now for Judgy. Now he's gonna fight off some of Webby's junk here. Let's see what he's got here on the 2-2. Bangs him out on a low strike. It was a strike. Got to swing at that, Judge, with 2 strikes on you, unfortunately. I'm not going to shit talk you, though, because you can beat me up. So, Judge goes down looking. That's a backwards K for all the kids out there doing scorebook stuff. That's a backwards K. Strikeout looking, backwards K. Marlins man in the background. Bellinger up. First pitch, foul back, 0-1 for Bellinger. I like Cody Bellinger. I'm glad he's back. I don't know if I would have paid him as much as that, but whatever. The 0-1, way up and away. Leave that for the birds, Cody. And 1-1 here. This was the big signing that everybody was loving, like they just signed Shohei Ohtani, was that they signed Bellinger again. And like I said, I like Bellinger, but the way they acted like he was this absolute prize of the MLB was just kind of embarrassing for the fans. The 1-1. High fastball again, strike 2. I wonder how many more high fastballs out of the zone are they going to get called strikes before the Yankees start adjusting to it. Let's find out. The 1-2 to Bellinger. He swung at that one, strike 3, and the inning is finally over. But after a couple of hits, an HBP, throwing the ball away, the Yankees are leading 5-0. Love to see it. We'll see if Kentucky Fried Chicken can come in and shut down inning here in the bottom of the second and really keep the momentum going. With that, Sarge's going to take a little bit of a break here. All right, I'm back. I just wanted to turn the camera off for a sec so I can drink and D-cheese, re-cheese. Actually, I didn't even do that. I forgot, damn it. But before we get going in this inning, I do just want to say thanks to everybody who's currently viewing right now. I was fully expecting 0 comments, 0 chats going on in this first stream. So as Fried comes in with the first pitch of the bottom of the second, strike right down the dick, guy watches it go right by. What a fool. So I love that you guys are here with me tonight, even if it's just for a few minutes. Thank you for doing that. The 0-1 from Fried. Another one right down the dick. This loser watches it go by again. Who is this guy? He looks like Dominguez's brother, Distinquez Ramos. The 0-2 from Fried. Ooh, did he go? Didn't even check. He wanted to. He was going to swing at that. That's a Libretti at bat if I ever saw one. Take 2 down the dick and chase. What a maroon. 1-2 from Fried. Devastating curve. Doesn't hit the plate, though. And it's 2-2. Wanted him to chase on that, but he didn't get him to go. Look, he's not swinging at balls down the middle. Why would he chase a ball that's out of the zone? Just throw it down the middle again, Fried. Let's go. 2-2. Strike 3. See ya, moron. That guy stinks. You didn't have a prayer. You took 2 down the dick. You didn't have a prayer, buddy. How's that guy have a contract? And I'm sitting back here like a schmo, and that guy, I could do that for the league minimum. I could do it for the league minimum. If you're watching the game on Netflix, you see Jazz Chisholm. He's mic'd up. I don't know what he's saying. Look, I like Jazz. I think he's a little flashy. First pitch from Fried is a strike. Nice curveball. Swing and a miss from Schmidt. Not Clark Schmidt, the other Schmidt. I don't know which Schmidt this is. I like Jazz. I think he's a little flashy. I think he can get a little lazy and nonchalant on the base paths every once in a while, but I don't mind him. The 0-1, high and outside. We have left it up for the birds. 1-1 from Fried. I hope Fried has another dominant year like he did last year. I really like this guy. I hope the Yankees pitching staff, pitching coaches, has another pitch up and in to Schmitty. I hope the coaches and the pitching staff there continue to do good work with him and keep protect him and keep him good and healthy for a long time. The pitch from Fried. That's a strike. A little bit on the inside part of the plate. Damn, they took the score bug off when they got Jazz talking. I don't even know what the count is. 2-2. 3-2. 2 strikes. Couple balls. Not entirely sure what we got here. The pitch from Kentucky Fried. And he plugged him in the elbow. Free base for Schmidt as he takes his push pads off. Look, that's what you do. You take the free base. I can't get mad at that. I'm a big proponent of taking the bag. You're gonna throw in on me. You're not gonna brush me off to the side. I'm gonna wear it, and it makes it a little easier when you're push padded up. It also makes it real easy when you're sitting behind a microphone and not having to wear 95 to the elbow. But hey, I like Schmidt's. I like the cut of his jib on that. So we got a guy on first, nobody out. Double play opportunity here. Let's see what we got here from Fried. Who's up here? Some guy, some white. He fouls that down the right field line. 0-1. Put the scoreboard bug back up. I want to see who's batting. I need a stat boy. Damn it. Kentucky Fried sets. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. That was actually a good swing. I want to shit talk this guy for whiffing, but I'm whiffing on that pitch. That was a great pitch. I'm whiffing on it. Pat Bailey. Exciting white for the San Francisco Giants. Pat Bailey. Never heard of him before in my life. Batted .222 last year. That checks. The 0-2. Didn't want to call that one up? You've been calling those pitches up high all day so far. You didn't want to call because it was a curveball? Curveball high, 1-2. Damn it. Now you're getting me angry. We got an inconsistent umpire here. We're going to have problems. 1-2 from Friedsky. See ya, strike 3 looking. What are you looking at, Bailey? I was giving you credit. The exciting white, you went down like a chump. Is that second out already? Man, look at that pitch. You got to swing at that 2 strikes. Let's see the umpire cam. Oh, yeah, see ya. Come on, man. From a lefty to a righty, you got to swing at that. Another exciting white at the plate. Swings and pops it back. 0-1. Is that Bill Bixby? Who is that? Oh, Harrison Bader, an ex-Yankee. Okay. He was an exciting white. I liked Harrison Bader. He wasn't good enough to stay around, but I'm a big Bader fan. I think he's sauced to the gills, though. Look at him. He's looking huge. He's definitely juicing, right? The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Good cut. Missed it, though. High heat. You got to swing at that with this umpire. I get it, Bader, with your purple puss pads on today. Looking fresh. You are on all sorts of gear, Bader. You got to be. There's no way you're not geared up. Good for you, man. The 0-2 from Fried. Let's see it. Ooh, curveball. Get that a little bit further in towards the plate, and you would have had him, I think. Masturbator is for real. He was an ex-Philly, ex-Met, ex-Yank. He's a journeyman, if you will. As you see Marlins man in the background there, he's at every game basically. We'll do it again from Friedsky, the 0-2, 1-2, popped up, at a play. Well, now we'll do it again, 1-2 again to Bader. He's rocking a flow, curly hair. I don't know if it's a full mullet or just a long locks, Samson locks. Must have came with the steroids. I'm not mad about it. I know there's a lot of people out there who are anti-steroid, but not me. Anyway, the 1-2 from Friedsky. See ya, strike 3 looking. You can't look at those pitches, my friend. You got to swing with 2 strikes, and otherwise that's what you get. You get another backwards K for the kids, and now the Yankees are back to banging, baby. Let's go. At the end of 2, no runs, no hits, 1 man left on base, 5-0 Yanks. I did not think I would see. I would live to say that this early in the game. 5-0 Yanks, tremendous. Did I miss any comments here, folks? Don't think so. Tony Ciccone, I saw him earlier in the chat. Thanks for being here. I don't know if he's still around, but thank you guys for always being in the LPDS corner. The ride or dies. I get the most enjoyment out of stuff like this when you guys get enjoyment out of it too, so I hope I'm doing a little bit of entertaining. I'm really bad at the live play-by-play stuff because I'm behind, and sometimes I got to make sure I cage what comes out of my mouth because I don't want to have to ban myself. So I appreciate your understanding, and I hope you're enjoying yourself too. And don't feel obligated to stick around if you guys have other things going on with your lives. These are baseball games. They're 2.5, 3 hour endeavors here. So is it endeavors or endeavors? Now I'm going to de-cheese and take a break, and then I'll re-cheese. But hopefully the Yankees sticks can stay hot. I'm going to be honest. My impatient attitude when it comes to baseball games, when I want to win every single game, even though there's 162 games and this is the first game, I would be inclined to pull Webb to stop the bleeding. But I know it's the first game. It's only 2 innings. He's probably coming back out there. I just can't see them pulling him game 1 after 2 innings like this. It took like 10 runs for the Brewers to pull Nestor last year against the Yanks when they had back-to-back home runs against him. So we'll see. Got Ben Rice up, finally takes a pitch. 1-0 from Uncle Ben's Rice. Thanks for the heads up, Mrs. Wet Cat. I know it's a little bit delayed, but I think we're catching up a little bit. As Rice takes a pitch down for ball 2. We got 2-0 here. Webb is still out there. Logie. Let's see if he's gotten his wits about him here. 2-0. Strike on the outside corner. Good pitch. Good take from Ben Rice. 2-0 pitch hitters count. You're looking for something in your wheelhouse, and that was not in your wheelhouse. It was a good painted pitch, but good take. It's 2-1 from Webb. Cut on and fouled to left field. Or the bleachers, I guess, left field side. 2-2. Now we got to fight a little bit. In between innings, remind me, I'll talk a little bit about my plate approaches with strike counts and stuff like that. The 2-2. Ooh. Benny, you got to swing at that. That was a real good pitch. I don't know if that was a slider or what. Had serious movement down and in. Tough pitch to hit, but you got to make an attempt with 2 strikes. You got to bear down. You got to make an attempt with that one. That's too close to let go. Beautiful pitch, though. Beautiful pitch. Tough to hit. Now we got Stanton, my man. Takes a high strike. Not a strike, but he took the strike. I'm still not going to challenge that. Damn, they're just going to let this guy call the high heat all day, huh? Come on, Stan. blast one, kill somebody. 0-1. Stanton up the middle, ground ball. Damn it. Second baseman scoops it up, throws him out. 2 quick outs for Webb. This is what you don't want to do. You don't want to get Webb back into the game here. And they were playing up the middle for Stanton because Stanton likes to bang ground balls up the middle and kill guys like that, kill the pitcher. So they were playing him up the middle a little bit there. So, whatever. I want to see a line drive off somebody's chest from Stanton next time. Anyway, Jazz is up. That pitch is a mean slider in the lower part of the zone for strike 1. Good take though. I'm not swinging at a breaking ball's first pitch. You want to unless it's a hanger, you don't swing at breaking ball's first pitch. The 0-1, another slider, or I guess they call it a sweeper for strike 2. That really just nicked the bottom of the plate there. Another good pitch. Don't know if I would have swung at that either, Jazz, but now you're in the hole 0-2, so now you got to bear down. You got to open your zone up a little bit. The 0-2. There you go. Ground ball to first. That's okay, Jazz. That's okay. Third out, but that's what you got to do. Okay? You took 2 in that area. You saw that he was calling that strike. He threw it down there again, and you made an attempt. That's all you can ask for. I'm not mad about that. Yankees get no hits, leave nobody on. It's still 5-0 after 3.5, but that's fine by me. When it comes to two-strike approaches, especially in a situation where you just saw he made 2 calls on low pitches in that exact area, that's what you do. You make the attempt. Are you going to hit it every time? No. But I guarantee you, if you don't swing, you won't hit it then. So you might as well swing. So, Jazzy, I'm not mad about that. So you can take your puss pads off and not be too mad at yourself. Make sure you're visualizing success for the next at-bat and you're not getting yourself down in the future because we don't want you making any errors in the field, buddy. Scusey, I know you're shit-talking Boone right there, but I can't argue with it because if anybody can blow a 5-0 lead, it's Aaron Boone, it's Cashman, and it's their stat geeks that will play these ridiculous numbers that I don't understand, and they'll blow it. They'll take Judge out to rest him or something middle of the game or something stupid like that. So I can't argue with you there, Excuse. Scott, my go-to stadium food? I actually... Chicken tendies is the fail-safe for me at any stadium. Every stadium will have chicken fingies or some sort of a tendy basket or a hot dog. I'm a big hot dog guy. So I'll usually go tendies hot dog beverage. But sometimes if I'm going to a stadium that I know they have regional foods there, I might give them a shot depending on the price. Here in Houston, they have tacos. They have a bunch of taco stands and shops that are pretty solid. They got barbecue at some stadiums. I'll have one of the fail-safes, and then I might explore. Again, depending on the situation, my finances, who I'm with, all these other factors, obviously go along with it. But I'm either getting dog or tendies, or both. If I'm just going straight fail-safes, right down the middle, I'm going both. As Freed comes in and misses low for ball 1 against Arias, who walked his first time up. Then I'll go either, dog or tendies, and then a regional, a specific stadium, a stadium special, if you will. As Freed misses low there, 2-0 to Arias. Hitters count for Arias. He can open his zone a little bit more now, or tighten his zone, and really get his pitch, unfortunately. Freed's 2-0 is low again. Damn it, Freed. We got 3-0. Real hitters count. Early in the game, most people take. Arias is pretty good. They might give him the green light here, 3-0. Let's see. Nope, he takes all the way, and he takes strike 1 on a high pitch that was really ball 4, but Fatso Ump is calling him high, so Freed took advantage of it and painted the upper outside corner there. Good for him. 3-1 here from Freed. right down the dick for strike 2. Not sure what Arias was waiting for there. That was in my wheelhouse. I would have swung at that. Probably would have missed, but I would have swung. And we got a full count now. The 3-2 from Fried. A little bit of a chopper down the right field line, or the first base line. It's not right field. First base line for foul ball. And we'll do it again, 3-2. First time he swung the bat today, the commentators just said. I'm stealing their line. He didn't have to swing the first time. He walked on 4 straight. That's why he didn't swing. The 3-2 from Fried. Fouled it again. Got a little bit underneath that. That was a high ched. He fouled it back towards the third base side. Uh-oh. Got a timeout from Tubby. Oh, he's assessing where Arias is standing in the batter's box, I guess. All right, we're back, and we're doing it again. 3-2 from Fried. Ground ball to Uncle Ben's Rice, who gobbles it up, tosses it to Fried. I was going to say scoops it to Fried. Tosses it to Fried for out number 1. Pitcher's fielding practice, folks. PFPs, okay? Fried executes it as good as you possibly can in the MLB. It is a forgotten art that causes games more often than you think. Anybody remember the 5th inning of the Dodgers-Yankees meltdown World Series game as Fried comes in against, who the heck is who's batting here? Anyway, it's 0-1 to that guy. When Garrett Cole did not get over pitcher's fielding practice, didn't get over there in time in that disastrous 5th inning, that's what I'm talking about. The 0-1, good sweeper there, or curveball, or whatever that was, just missed low. We're 1-1 to white guy. I don't know who this guy is. Anyway, they got Fat Burt Kreischer on again. Get back to the game. Damn it, I missed the pitch. And white guy fly balls it out to left field, and Bellinger takes it in for out number 2. Get that fat tub off the screen. I don't mind Burt Kreischer, but I'm sick of him. I'm over him. That's it. That's all it is. I don't hate him. I'm just over him. Get back to the game. We're here to watch baseball, not fatzos. There's enough fatzos that are umpiring the game right now. Get back to the game, please. 2 away, bottom of the 3rd, free to, who is that, Devers. Ground ball up the middle. Caballero gobbles it up, tosses it to Uncle Ben's Rice for out number 3. A quick 1-2-3 inning. That's what you like to see. Keep the bats quiet. Keep the Yankees on the offensive. Back to the sticks. That's what you want to see. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left at the end of 3. 5-0 Yanks. Very exciting. They're ahead 3 innings already. That's great. What a shocker. Ooh, I do like a brat, Scott. I'm looking at your comment now. I do enjoy a good brat. But that's also, to me, that's dependent on the stadium. Some stadiums can't handle a brat. They think because they can handle a dog, they can handle a brat. And you and I both know you can't, it doesn't work like that. You can't just boil a brat and expect it to be good. You got to do a combination. I like to do a boil-grill combination. You boil it in beer, which they're never going to do at a stadium, and then you toss it on the grill to get that nice char and crisp to it so that thing just snaps when you bite into it. Man, I can go for a brat right now. Shit. I could do a helmet sundae. I'm a big dessert guy, as some of you guys know already. I'm a big dessert guy, so I'm good with a helmet sundae. I'm not good with a tiramisu helmet. I'm not falling for the gimmick at Yankee Stadium. That was their big change a couple years ago. Easy over there, Randy. If anybody hears dog barking in the background, that's my dog, Randy. Again, I'm not in some official studio here. I'm in my house. And if there's ghosts or intruders or a loud noise, Randy's going to be on the lookout for us. So They're showing an ad right now for MLB The Show 26. MLB The Show stinks. Hasn't been good in years, except when I create my own player, Tony Riggs, and he mashes. Meg Fan falling for the tiramisu sundae. Once you make your own tiramisu, you can't go back. And we've made it before, and I can't go back. I'm just gonna make it myself again. Who's this Giants coach, by the way? Tony Vitello. Oh, a Ginzo. Okay. Good for him. They got an Italian. Logan Webb gets back out there for the fourth. And the first pitch is a strike high and in. Paints the corner, though, for strike one to Caballero. He's 1 for 1 today. Now he's having some words with the catcher. Who's the catcher? Bailey? A White? I don't know who it is. Caballero, you challenged that pitch? Yeah, of course they're not gonna overturn that one. Challenge that one, Caballero. That wasn't even close. Now you got 0-2. That was the actual ball, you bum. You're better than that, Caballero. Now you're in the hole. 0-2. 0-2. The pitch from Webb. Here we go. Line. Ooh, a short hop to third base. Chapman throws him out number 1. I think he got jammed a little bit. It was a dying liner that Chapman picked up on the short hop and tossed him out for the first out. So the one pitch he decides to challenge, and it was the only strike. As Bellinger gets up to the dish, first pitch up and out, ball 1. Yeah, this is the pitch he challenged. The 1-0 to Bellinger. Outside 2-0. Good takes there. Not even close. Good takes. Oh, it's not Bellinger. It's McMahon. I saw a lefty White. They all look the same. My bad. McMahon 2-0. Hitters count. Let's see what you can do. You got to hit a couple RBIs already. Ooh, takes that one for a strike. High outside corner there. I would have taken it too, pal. 2-0. You want your pitch. I'm taking that pitch too. 2-1. Still your count, pal. Still your count, fella. Let's see what you got. 2-1. Fouled back. 2-2. There's a sweeper. A little bit outside, but still in the outer middle of the plate. So got to swing at that. That was a good pitch. Good cut. Fouled back. All right, McMahon, let's see what you got. The 2-2 from Webb. Leave it up for the Birds, McMahon. There you go. McMahon actually has a lot of success against Webb historically. I actually looked at some stats beforehand, and he's batting like 3-something against him. 13 for 36 or something like that. So 3-2. Takes ball 4. Great take, pal. Great take, McMahon. Maintains that 1,000 batting average. Good for you, buddy. We got a man on first with 1 out now. Good job, McMahon. Good at bat. That's what you got to do. Be smart up there. Make this guy keep throwing pitches. Get him tired. Get to the bullpen. That's what the Yankees used to be the best at. As the pitch to Austin Wells, Dominican Wells, is low for ball 1. The Yankees used to be the best at wearing pitchers out and getting to their pen and then smashing their bullpen. Hasn't happened for a while, though, so. The 1-0 fouled back, 1-1 to Wells. Not sure I would have swung at that one, but whatever. Got the 1-1 to Wells. McMahon on first. The pitch. That's a base hit to right field for Wells. All right, McMahon, are you going to stay at second? You got to go third. Stay at second. You're not a base runner. Just hang out there. Good job, buddy. Good job. Get to the next guy. That's it. Now we got a man on first and second, 1 out. Runner in scoring position. There you go. On, over, and in. On, over, and in. Let's go. Oh, looks like Randy might have to take a dumpy, so in between breaks, I'm going to have to rush out to take him out. I might miss the beginning of the next inning, folks, just to give you a heads up. We got Grisham up. He's 1 for 2. Let's see what he does here. The pitch. Fouls that one off. High heat. Has to swing at that. Or he's going to, he could take the first pitch, but that's going to be called a strike every time with this guy behind the plate. So I get it, Trenty. I get it. I would have taken the pitch myself because I want to make this guy work and wear himself out even more. But what do I know? Anyway, the 0-1 to Trent. Outside, not even close. Leave it out there. 1-1. Put yourself in a position that he has to throw in your zone. So taking shit pitches like that, exactly how you do it. Make him come to you. The 1-1. Great pitch there for strike 2. Damn. High heat had a little bit of a sinker to it. I think it was a sinker. Sunk right down into the zone. Tough pitch to hit. I would have taken that too. It was a good pitch. Pitcher's pitch. So we got 1-2 now. Now he's got to fight. This is where I'm choking up. I'm squeezing the dish. Squeezing the dish. Get to the next guy. Get to Patrick. Get to the next guy. The 1-2. Leave it for the birds, Trent. Good job. Good job. 2-2. Make him pitch. He hasn't really thrown any dirt balls, so I don't think he's going to try to make you chase in the dirt. He hasn't been really doing that so far today. The 2-2. Foul back. We'll do it again. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. I like how Trent is choking up a touch on the bat. Get a little bit more bat control. I like that. That's what I used to do. That's why I was the best at video game baseball. The 2-2. Fly ball to center field. Is it going to be in the Bermuda Triangle? No, Bader slides in. What a catch by Bader. Damn. Good for you, steroids, Bader. Great catch, great play. Look at that flow. Damn it, Bader. I really want to hate you right now, but I can't. That one kind of was going to disappear in that triangle like Devers' hit before, but Bader was able to get there in time. I think the juice kicked in, and it gave him a couple of extra miles per hour on his sprint there, and he was able to slide in and make that grab. Good job by him. Good effort all around. We got 2 outs now. Man at first and second, and Judgy's at the plate. 0 for 2 so far for Judgy. Let's see if he can get out of this one. Pitch from Logie. Nah, you don't want to swing at that, damn it. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It started as a ball, Judgy. When it starts outside, it's going to end up outside. Very rarely is that going to dip in. He's not Greg Maddux here. The 0-1. Leave that for the birds. There you go. High fastball. Not even close. 1-1. Could have been 2-0. Could have. This is what I talk about now. This is what I mean. He could have had a 2-0 hitters count, and he could have mashed, but now he's 1-1. A different approach now. High heat fouls that away. Off the net. 1-2. See the difference? Now, I know Judgy's the best in the game, so it's a little different, but the difference between a 2-1 count and a 1-2 count is vast. For a guy like the average ball player, that's a big difference. 1-2 to Judge, down low, leave it for the worms. Judgy, good job. We're 2-2. Keep fighting the good fight, Judgy. Webb sets, change up grip, weak. The 2-2 from Webb. Swung on, foul, tipped it back into the glove of the white catcher. Is it Bailey? Whatever. Strike 3. Judge goes down again, and the inning is over. Strands 2. No runs, no errors. 2 left. Still up 5-0. I'm going to run out and take Randy out. I'm going to put a note in the comments section. I might be a little late coming back to this half inning, but be right back, folks. Wow, I made it back in time. What a quick work by Randy. Just a P, no dumpy, but quick for he knew. He knew the game was on. And we're back. Fried, what a beautiful curveball in the low outside corner for strike one to Adams, whatever his name is. Go ahead, go lay down, Randy. Yeah, the whole world's watching you now. The 0-1 swung on and missed by Adames. How do you pronounce this idiot's name? Adams. I'm saying Adams. 0-2 to Adams. Another great curveball in the outside corner. Outside part of the plate for Kentucky Fried. Okay, go lay down, Randy. Go ahead. Shut up, Boone. Nobody wants to hear from you. The 0-2, check swing, fouled off. Adams wearing Jeter's number. Disrespectful. He's got to be a bum then. I'm going to cheese up here, folks. The 0-2 from Fried. Curveball outside. Not even close. 1-2. Looked like it slipped a little bit from him. You want to keep that pitch outside, but I think he wanted to graze the outside corner a little bit on that one, and he missed. 1-2. Swung on and hit to center field for Grisham. He's under it. Fields, 1 out. I was going to say Fields and fires, but he didn't have to fire. He just fielded. He's an outfielder. Didn't have to fire. It's Adames. Spreemy. I do actually remember hearing that, Willie Adames. I thought his last name was Adamis, like Adames that way, spelled that way, but it's not. So Adames, we're good now. That one got away from him there, so it's 1-0. That was I don't know what the hell that was. Blowing away in the dirt from Fried to, I'm going to butcher this one, Jung-Hoo Lee. Was he playing before? Yeah, he was. He's 0 for 1. The 1-0 from Fried. Inside, 2-0. Curveball. Lee wanted to get hit by that one. He was trying to get hit, but it curved back in and just missed him. Can't hate him for that one. I would have tried to get hit too. 2-0. Swung on and hit to left center field. Grisham underneath. He calls it off. He makes the catch. 2 quick outs here. Both to Trent Grisham. Trent's good in the outfield, guys. He's very good in the outfield. He makes it look easy. Sometimes you think he's nonchalant about it. And there was maybe 1 or 2 times where he might have actually been nonchalant last season, where it might have cost him. But otherwise, he gets good reads on fly balls, and he's able to coast underneath it. First pitch to Ramos is a ball low and away. 1-0 from Fried there. Ramos is 0 for 1. Heliot Ramos. Is it Heliot? Looks like Dominguez's brother. I said that already. 1-0. Clips the outside corner for strike 1. Don't challenge it, dude. You're going to lose. They clipped the corner. 1-1 to Ramos here. Swung on and missed. Let's go. Strike 2. That was a ball too, buddy. Blew it. What did you think it was coming back in down the middle? What a sucker. 1-2 to Ramos as he's wearing his Lord of the Rings necklace. The pitch. Swung on. Base hit to right center field. Damn it. Takes that one the other way. Good at bat by Ramos. That's what you do with those outside pitches. You take them where they're pitched. You hit them where they're pitched. He didn't open his shoulder too early. He went with it. I think he might have got off the end of the bat a little bit, but still was able to push it out there for a base knock. So we got 2 outs and 1 on. Man on first. And Casey Schmidt to the plate. First baseman. Didn't know what this guy played until just now. This is puss pad guy. Fried sets. Just outside. Damn, that was close. Fastball outside. 1-0. You're right. Adames was a pest in Tampa Bay to start his career. I remember that. Now I'm remembering. The 1-0 from Fried. Swung on a ground ball to Caballero. Flips it to Jazz. Chisholm at second base, and it's a nice third out. I was going to say 1-2-3 inning. It wasn't a 1-2-3 inning, but the third out. And that'll do it for the fourth. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left at the end of 4. Still 5-0 Yankees. Fried dealing right now. Don't know if he's going to get that 7 strikeouts or not. I don't think that's in the cards anymore because he's already in the 4th inning. And you know how Boone is. He's probably going to take him out. Actually, probably right now. He's not even going to let him get the W, I bet, knowing Boone. But so far, so good from Fried. Nice little outing so far. Let's see what we got in the comments here. I have not been to the San Francisco Stadium. I want to go check it out in McCovey Cove. I wish I was older when Bonds was playing, because I definitely would have gone then. But I haven't been there. Absolutely makes sense that they have heavy veg options on the food up there in San Francisco and Weirdoville. That checks. Do they have actual meat hot dogs or brat daddies or chicken tendies at least? Again, that's why I have them as my fail-safe. They're at every stadium, basically. Every stadium I've been to anyway. I haven't been to all of them yet. That's bucket list for sure, though. Which will be tough because when this stream takes off, I'm going to have to start doing every game. I won't be able to go to games maybe. We'll figure it out. Don't worry, folks. But I'd like to get to all the stadiums eventually. That would be awesome. To knock them all out. What is it? I saw a list of people who were around for older stadiums that are no longer in service or have been knocked down or whatever. There's a couple old major league stadiums that are used by minor league teams these days. But I saw a couple of salty vets post their list of all the stadiums they went to when major league teams were playing. That was pretty cool to see. Obviously, I wasn't around to be able to do all that. Like, I'm not going to Ebbets Field, not going to the Polo Grounds, stuff like that. But that was cool that those people got to do all that stuff. Oh, Webb's there again. Who just got that hit? Even the live broadcast on Netflix missed it. Bellinger, first pitch, swinging, base hit to right field. Good for you, Belly. Logan Webb still in the game. Wow, imagine that. Let's see if Boone keeps Fried in then. They keep Logan Webb. He's giving up a 5 spot. They better keep Fried in. He's dealing. First pitch right down the dick, and Bellinger smokes it. Line drive to right field. Good for him. Good job. Ben Rice swings first pitch again. Base hit up the middle. Belly going to third. He's got to stand up. Yep, he sure is. 2 pitches. 2 base knocks, man on first and third, nobody out. This is what you want. On, over, in. On, over, in. That's baseball, baby. That's baseball, Susan. Great job taking advantage of these cock shots from Logan Webb. He's tired. He's done for. Step on his throat now. Let's go. Yeah, Netflix came halfway through that at bat. It was disappointing. I'm supposed to be the one behind, not them. Anyway, Giancarlo. Come on, Giancarlo. Hit a laser beam, 150 miles an hour. Please, 2-7. Takes that low. Good take. Good take. Man, I can watch Stanton home run montages all day, and it brings me to tears. I love this guy. 1-0 laser beam up the middle. That's going to score a run. Stanton does it again, baby. I love that guy. Man, if that ball was a little lower, that would have taken Webb's head off. Line drive up the middle for Stanton. He's on first. Uncle Ben's Rice on second. Bellinger scores. It is 6-0, baby. Take him out. Take out Webb. In fact, leave him in. Leave him in so we can keep banging. Let's go. This is Stanton's year. I'm telling you. As Jazz takes one way outside for ball 1. This is Stanton's year. He's going to hit 500 home runs in his career. He's going to come through in the playoffs. He's going to have a full season. I'm telling you, 1-0 to Jazz, way upside, way high and outside. Ball 2. Leave that up for the birds, kid. I want Stan to have a full season, healthy, strong season. That's what I want from him. The 2-0, right down the middle. Ground ball to first. So they're going to get 2 here. It's the second on the first. Nope. Gets away. And Ben Rice is going to score. Let's go. Circus act by the Giants on a double play attempt. I don't know the names of these players. Adamas, you blew it. It's because I mispronounced your name. You got flustered. Let's see the replay here. Jazz grounds out to first base. Schmidt throws it to Adamas, who short hops it back to first base, and Schmidt just can't pick it. And it gets away from him. Chisholm is safe. First pitch to Caballero fell back 0-1. Stan was not going to get safe at second. That was a no-doubter. But he did what he had to do to break up the double play. Good work. He got Adames shook up, and we're at 7-0 now. Let's go. Inside to Caballero. Don't swing at that dude. 1-1. Good take. Keep the hits coming, fellas. Keep punching Logan Webb in the face. That's right, Skuse. 1-1. He pops one up to the second baseman. And Arias eats that one up. And we got 2 out now. I need to get a sponsorship here. This game is sponsored by Spearhead Leadership. If you want your leaders not to suck, and if you want someone to get in the trenches with them and turn them into skilled leaders as opposed to bum managers, head over to Spearhead Leadership on Instagram, spearheadleadership.co on the internets, Spearhead Leadership on LinkedIn. We'll take care of you. So that pitch is outside to McMahon, 1-0. McMahon's 1 for 1 with a walk ski, I believe. He's got 2 RBIs today as well. Good for him. The 1-0, pick-off move, weak, not his best. We all know it. Chisholm gets back safely to first base with his oven mitt on. Hate those. Hate the oven mitts. They're weak. Slide feet first. Spikes up. Foul back by McMahon. 1-1 now. Got 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Man on first. McMahon at the dish. Logan Webb still struggling out there. Make him work. Make this guy work. He's giving up 9 hits, 7 earned runs. It stinks. Jazz is stealing. Stay there, Jazzy. I'm going to show a replay here. First stolen base for Jazz. Good jump. Bailey short hops the second baseman or whoever covered the shortstop. And he slides in safely. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. If he did a pop-up slide, he could have been ready to run to third, but he head first slide because he's got the oven mitt on, and that's why I don't like the head first slide. Anyway, man on second, 2 out, 2-1 to McMahon. Swung on a miss on a high heat for strike 2. You got to swing at that pitch. He's calling it all day. He's calling it all day. Keaton Wynn is in the pen for the Giants. Never heard of him. Another righty. The 2-2 to McMahon. Runner in scoring position. Let's see if we can get this guy in here. From Weathered Webb. 2-2. Did he check his swing? He did not. Strike 3. What a... Damn it, McMahon. That's a weak showing. You're better than that. You're better than that. Anyway, after 5.5, what do we got here? 2 runs, 1 hit, a couple errors, 1 left. 7-0 Yanks. They got to get rid of Webb now. They got to drop him now, right? It's got to be done with him. Scott, I agree. I know also who could use some leadership training, and they'll probably never get the good stuff. They can keep going to those cookie cutter leadership companies that send you PowerPoint slides and don't actually help. They care about repeat customers. But at Spearhead, nobody does it better. Nobody does it better. We go to war with you. We help you solve your problems that you actually deal with on a day-to-day basis. And your team's going to love you for it. Any bets on if Free comes out for the 5th? He's got to come out for the 5th, right? There's no way Aaron Boone is benching him after 4 innings. There's no way when he's dicing. He's slicing and dicing right now. I hate this delay, by the way. I wish I was more up to speed with you guys. Megfev, you think he's coming back? He's got it, right? They can't bench him now. One more inning. That's all I'm asking for. First game out of the gate, he's dicing. He's looking fresh. He doesn't even look tired out there. What's his pitch count at? I don't know. I don't have Stat Boy. I need to teach Randy how to be Stat Boy. Let's see if Netflix comes back on time. We did just in time for the pitch here. Frieda's back out there. Let's go. Ooh, that curveball got away from him. 1-0 to, I don't know who's batting. Is it Schmidt? Bailey? I think it's Bailey, white guy. Oh, great. Now they got Rob Manfred in here. Go back to the game, please. Shut his mic off. The 1-0. High heat up in the bird's nest. 2-0 now. What I'm going to be really pissed at is if he walks Bailey and then Boone takes him out after that. That would really piss me off. We'll see what happens. The 2-0 from Fried. There you go. Strike right down the middle. Now, I get it. You want to make him pitch. You want to make him work a little bit. That was right down the middle on a 2-0 count, Bailey. I'm swinging at that. I'm trying to launch that into the next atmosphere, the stratosphere. I think it is. 2-1 down and in, 3-1. Try to do too much there. You can tell he put a little too much effort into that one. So we got 3-1 to Bailey now. Shut up, Manfred. Don't want to hear from that guy. Takes that for a strike. That was a good pitch because he's not going to swing at that pitch on a 3-1 count, and you're hitting the strike zone. Smart play there. Fried's a smart guy. I'm sure Dominican Wells is pretty smart too. He seems like a smart guy. We got a full count now. Ground ball up the middle. Jism eats it up. Fires over to Uncle Ben. 1 out. There we go. I called him Jism. Don't know why. Freudian slip. Whatever. You guys know who I'm talking about. We got 1 away now. I hate this. Now I don't like Netflix's score bug because they're not putting up the next batter on the score bug. They just have guests, Rob Manfred speak. I don't care. Put the batter up. Put the pitch count up. Give us some stats we can work with here. Oh, it's Juice Bader. First pitch pops up. Chisholm calls off Rice. And he takes it down for out number 2. Let's go. Jazzaroni with 2 plays this inning. Good for you, pal. Keep up the good work. Don't get nonchalant on me first game, though. Don't do that. Don't be a Glaby. Don't be a Glaber Torres on me. Really don't like Rob Manfred. I'd rather have Bud Silla come back and let everyone roid up like Bader. We got Devers up now. The pitch right down the dick for strike 1. Actually, it was a little bit on the outside corner of the plate, but it looked right down the middle. 0-1 now. It's not Devers. It's Luis Arias. Oops. He's also good, though. The 0-1 to Arias. Ground ball, hard hit ground ball to Uncle Ben, who eats that one up, takes it himself. Quick 1-2-3 inning. You got to send him out for the sixth. You got to send out Fried for the sixth now. He threw 6 pitches total. Get him back out there. They have nothing. They can't answer for him. I don't care if it's their third go around him. They're probably going to bench him, though. I know Boone. They're going to bench him. They're going to be like, good work, sit down. We have a long season. And then they're going to put some bum from the pen in. They're going to bring Devin Williams back from the dead, and he's going to put up a 9 spot because he stunk. Hit in the comments here. Who's worse, Manfred or Goodell? That's a great question. I think Manfred's worse. The only reason I think that is because as bad as Goodell is, they're still putting up pretty consistent numbies when it comes to NFL viewership and people showing up to games and stuff. The MLB has not been like that. They've had highs and lows. They've been a little too cyclical compared to the NFL. Now you could just say because NFL is the hottest game in town, it doesn't matter who the commissioner is. But at the end of the day, Manfred is directly causing MLB fandom to drop. I don't know if I can say the same about Goodell. I think he does make a lot of stupid decisions in the NFL world that people get up in arms about, but at the end of the day, they're still tuning in. The numbies have not changed too drastically for Goodell to even change his ways. What I don't understand about Manfred is that he's making decisions, and then those decisions are directly leading to fans walking away from the game. And you can track it back. I don't know, like these guys love analytics. They're not paying attention to that one. And he's still doubling down on bullshit. Like this Netflix stuff. Now, I like Netflix. Obviously, I have it. And most people do. But opening day, a night game on Netflix for MLB, I mean, that's clearly a money play for him. Because not every fan has Netflix. Anyway, Keaton Wynn is up pitching now for the Giants, and his first pitch is up and away for ball 1 to Dominican Wells. Another white righty, a righty white for the Giants here. But yeah, Manfred is that pitch is low, and Wells just swings at it. Wells is not disappointed at the plate. When he is, he's on. Every time he's disappointed at the plate, he does well. He gets on a hot streak, but he's rarely disciplined. Anyway, the 1-1. Swung on a missed. That was a good pitch, though. Strike 2. 1-2 now. Yeah, Manfred actively hurts viewership and fandom with stuff just like this, and he still doubles down. There was nothing but complaints about the streaming situation last season and the seasons prior, and he's just doubling down again. The 1-2 in the dirt, leave it for the Worms. Wells, good take, 2-2 now. So I don't know what's going to happen. You want people to watch the games. Look, people gave Bud Selig a lot of shit for the steroids era, but the guy made a decision to get fans back, especially after the strike in '94 where it killed the fan base of MLB. The 2-2 to Wells, fouled back. We'll do it again. And he made a decision. He made a command decision that he knew was going to bring fans back. He was going to catch heat. There was going to be a lot of controversy. Even Congress got involved. I don't know why those losers were getting involved. The 2-2 to Wells. Outside 3-2. Full count. Way to work it, Wellsy. But he knew what he was. He knew he was going to fall on that sword because he knew he would get asses in seats, and that's exactly what happened. He put asses in seats. He put the MLB back on the map. The 3-2 to Wells swung on to deep right field. Just foul. Just foul. I don't have a home run call, by the way. I don't have any catchphrase home run calls. I think I'm probably just going to react. See what comes out of my big mouth. But He turned on that just a little too much, and a curve just fell. Would have been a home run, though. So we'll do it again. The 3-2. Fouled back on a high heater. Unfortunately, you got to swing at that. It was a ball, but you don't want to get banged up by this umpire on high cheese. That's a ball, because that's what he's been calling today. So we'll do it again. The 3-2 to Wells. Low and in, ball 4, great at bat, Wells. Great at bat. You must have heard me shit talking to you about your discipline, and you shut me up right away. Hats off to you. Good at bat. Wellsy on first, nobody out. Good walk, good walk. 9 pitches for win. They put his pitch count up, but not Fried's. Give me a break. They put Rob Manfred's name up instead. That clown. All right, Trent Grisham's up. Like Trent. Let's see what we got here. The pitch. Swung on a laser beam to right field. Damn it. I don't know who the right fielder is, but he tracked it back to the warning track, made the play. Wells back to first base, 1 out. Good, strong hit. Just got a little too on top of it. It was a line drive, basically. If you got a millimeter underneath, that ball's gone. Millimeter underneath. Now we got Judgy. 0 for 3, Judgy. Let's do something here, kid. 1 out, 1 on. The pitch from Wynn. Low and outside, ball 1. Good take. Swung at that pitch last at bat. So he made an adjustment. There you go. That's good. Judge can hit a moonshot here. He has the potential. Let's see if he does it. The 1-0. Swung on a miss. 1-1. Low and in on that pitch. Damn, Netflix, I'm not liking the Netflix score bug more and more. They're not consistent with putting up what the pitch was for guys like me to see it, so I can broadcast it to guys like you, guys and gals like you. The 1-1. Swung and fouled back towards right field. 1-2. He's got a hat trick already, Judgy. Let's see if he can avoid. See if he can avoid the sombrero. The 1-2 pitch. Down in the dirt. Good take. 2-2. Not presentable. You got to take that pitch. All right, Judgy. Come through for us, baby. The 2-2. Ooh, fouled off his shin, his puss pad. Look, if Judge is off, if Judge is on, he's hammering that for a home run. That's a home run pitch for Judge, and he fouled it off his heel. Oh, off the top of his back foot, actually. Yeah, he was a little too ahead of it. He's a little too ahead of his skis right now. When Judge is on, he's crushing that ball. Let's see if he can make up for it. The 2-2 here from Winnie Cooper. Judgy with the golden sombrero. Low strike 3. It was a strike. Gotta swing at it, Judgy. Damn it, dude. Damn. Team Mexico would be thrilled to give you the golden sombrero right now. He's off. I'm telling you, he's off. And I love Judge. I'm not trying to dog on him. But you can tell he's riding the struggle bus today. Because that pitch he's swinging at when he's on, but he wouldn't have to because he would have homered the pitch before that. Anyway, Bellinger's up. 2 out, man on first still. The pitch, strike 1 low outside corner. Good pitch. Don't swing at that pitch, first pitch. You spit on that one. It's exactly what I would have done. So good on you, Bellinger. The 0-1 from Wynn. Let's get to the next guy. Swung on a foul back. High heat on that one. We'll do it again. We won't do it again. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 from Bellinger. Come on, get to the next guy, Belly. Let's go. Swung on a miss, strike 3. That'll do it. Damn it. Look, good outing there. Good inning there from Wynn. Can't dog on him for that. So, no runs. 1 hit. 1 left on. No errors. 7-0 Yanks. Bottom of the 6th coming up. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. They go back to Fat Burt Kreischer and Covey Cove or what? And Fried is back out there. Let's go. That's what I like to see, Booney. Finally, sacking up a little bit. Ball 1, high and away with the cheese there. Ooh, Barry Bonds in the booth. Good for Barry. So is Cece. Hey, Cece. 1-0. Swung on a foul back. Who's batting? Is this Bailey again? No, Chapman. Get the whites mixed up a lot with the Giants here. The 1-1 from Fried. Way outside. 2-1. Does Netflix have the deal to stream the Derby and the Field of Dreams? Of course they do. Manfred, that sleazeball. What a sleazeball he is. God. Anyway, the 2-1 from Fried. Ooh, laser beam to Jazz. Did he catch it? He got it. Show the replay. A laser beam to Jazz. It popped out of his glove, and he caught it barehand on the rebound. Way to stick with it, Jazzy boy. I got news for you. If Stanton hit that, you're a dead man. Palmed him. It ate him up, and he recovered quickly. Good for you, Jazz. Way to stay on it. Way to stay on it, buddy. With your one-piece necklace and puss pad gear on. So we got 1 out now. 0-1 to whoever's batting. Because we missed the pitch. We were showing the replay. Not mad about it. The 0-1. Ooh, to Devers. Popped up to the third base side. Out of play. Jazzy boy. Stay strong. Don't rub it. Don't rub it, Jazz. We got ice for you in the clubhouse. Don't worry. Stay strong, buddy. Great play. Just thank your lucky star standing and hit that because you'd be in a body bag right now. Devers swung on a laser beam to right field. Judge right there. Barely had to move because he's a giant. 2 away. He barreled that up. Devers can hit the Yanks. But 2 quick outs now. Good job. Low pitch count. That's what you got to do in these late innings. Make the batters get the outs for you. Trust your fielders. Trust your Jazzies. Trust your Judgies. Trust your Uncle Bennies. Adames is up now. We got it right down and in on that first pitch from Fried, 1-0 sweeper for the Worms. Willie Adames. We nailed it. Thanks, Scott, for the shout. Yeah, for the help on that comment. The 1-0. Swung on a hit to right field. Another laser beam to Judge, and he scoops it up, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Another quick 1-2-3 inning for Fried. He's cruising right now. Send him back out for the 7th. Send him back out for the 7th. Let's go. He's feeling it right now. Don't mess this up, Booney. Don't mess up a good thing. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Let's go. Anyway, we'll be right back. We're back. So is Netflix. Wow, they made it back in time. Good for them. You go lay down, pal. Go lay in your chair, buddy. New pitcher for the Giants. Ben Rice takes ball 1. Who is this? Brubaker? JT Brubaker. Anybody know what the JT stands for? Brubaker. The 1-0. Low and away, 2-0 now. Good takes there from Uncle Ben. Stay disciplined, Ben. You're a good young talent. Don't listen to the Yankees hitting coaches. Just do you. 2-0 hitters count here. Good take, 3-0. Not your pitch. Not your pitch at all. Spit on it. Oh, Brubaker was on the Yanks? For a cup of coffee, maybe. 3-0. There's strike 1. Still not your pitch. Good take. That 3-0 pitch has got to be right down the poop chute. Or you got to be Barry Bonds where you can smash it. 3-1. Did he go? He did not. Ball 4. Great take. Way to hold up, Ben. Now we got a runner on. On, over, in. Let's play baseball, fellas. Jonathan Trey. Thank you, Excuse. My online stat boy for the night, Scusy. Stan, come on, baby. Take that pitch. Spit on it. Leave it for the Worms, kid. 1-0 on that low sweeper, slider, whatever the hell you want to call it. Scott, thanks for being on. Stay strong. Appreciate you. Come on, Giancarlo. Give me a laser beam. Give me a home run call. Come on. 1-0 pitch from Brubaker. Outside ball, too. Good take. Good take. Sometimes Stan doesn't lay off of those. So, lock in, baby. Lock in 2-7. Give me something here. The 2-0. Ooh, good pitch down the middle for strike one. Look, I'm not swinging at that either because it wasn't a fastball. It looked like some sort of a breaking pitch, sweeper, slider, what have you. I'm not spitting on that. 2-1. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Low and outside. That's Stan's kryptonite there. So let's see what he does. 2-2. Shorten up. Let's see, Stan. Kill somebody. Let's go. Change the camera angle. No. Damn it, he called it on the check swing. Strike three. Down in the dirt. Told you Stan loves those low and away pitches like that. Tough for him to lay off of them. And there's one away on the strikeout from Stan. Yeah, that slider goes into the dirt. He tried to hold the swing there. He just couldn't do it. See, this is where I like the ump cam because it showed that it was a presentable pitch. It looked like a strike for a second there as Jazz gets in the dish. First pitch, laser beam the right field. Base hit for Jazzy. He's having a game today, folks. Jazzy's having a game. Let's go. One piece, baby. Uncle Ben to second. Jazzy's now on first. We go 2 on, 1 out. Runners in scoring position. On, over, in baseball. Let's do it, fellas. Keep it going. Keep the trainer rolling. Get to the next guy. So what do you like to see? This is what you like to see. You don't have to hit home runs only to win. As Caballero takes ball one down low. Cabby's 1 for 3 today. I think he's got a couple of ribbies. Yeah, he's got a RBI double. Good for him. Come on. Got another duck on the pond there, Caballero. Get your pitch here. 1-0. Swung on. Shortstop. Is this 2? Second to first. Double play. Damn it. That ends the inning quickly. Buzz Killington over there. 1-0. That's what you're doing. 1-0 pitch. Come on, Cobbs. Be better than that next time. All right. 7th inning stretch now. No runs. Couple knocks. 1 left. 7-0 still. Look, as I was saying before, you don't need to rely on the home runs to win ball games. I know that's what the Yankees have built their team around, the home run hitters, and the analytics suggest in a regular season the home run is king, but it's not going to get you the World Series rings that you want. So you got to learn to play regular baseball again. And case in point right here, I know this is just one single anecdote, but it's 7-0 and 0 home runs. So there you go. Baseball wins games, okay? Playing the game of baseball will win you the game of baseball. That's what creates the analytics. You don't try to create your own analytics. You just play the game and let the analytics speak for themselves. That's just my stupid 1 cent opinion. Another big thing I think people forget, at least in the Yankees organization, is that the human factor is an analytic. I know Cashman has always said, I don't believe in slumps and hot streaks. They are what they are. Because he's looking at the analytics and he sees, like, oh, this guy batted 250, so he's a 250 hitter. But you got to look at the cyclical nature of that season. And you should be able to use that analytic, that human factor analytic, to your advantage. When you got a guy slumping, you move him around. When you got a guy who's hot, keep him in the lineup. Take advantage when a guy's hot. Let me tell you something. If you ever played a sport before, especially baseball, when you're hot, the ball is a beach ball out there. No pitcher is stopping you. I can't explain logically why that is, but when you're feeling it, you are locked in, and you got to take advantage of that. Cashman and Boone don't do that at all. Cashman doesn't even believe in that. It's crazy to me. But anyway, just play the game of baseball, and you'll go far. And you'll prepare your team for playoff baseball when you're going to need to know the fundamentals of the game. You're going to need to know that on, over, and in will score you runs just as much as freak home runs. You can't expect 8 solo home runs a game. I'm off my soapbox now. I'm looking at the comments here. Excuse skated Caballero's Dex as a young excuse. How young are we talking? How long ago was this? Give us more details. Don't leave us in the lurch here. All right, back in the action here. Let's see who's pitching. Let's see if they brought Brubaker back out. They should have. He hit a clean inning last inning. 7-0. A nice lead for the Yanks in the 7th. Fried is back out again. All right, baby. I forgot that the Yankees were pitching, not Brubaker. My bad. First pitch to Lee is down for a ball. That's okay. We got a pitch count yet? Still no pitch count for Fried. Oh, 83. We got it. 83. Oh, beautiful. The 1-0. Strike one. Paints the bottom portion of the plate of the strike zone, or 1-1. 84 pitches in 7 innings. That's efficient, baby. Keep it going. Look, he's not even breaking a sweat. The 1-1. Swung on and fouled back off of Dominican Wells, off of Tubby umpire's inner thigh. That's going to leave a mark, and it's 1-2. With Jake Bird in the pen for the Yankees. And I recognize that name, but he hasn't done enough to leave a mark. So we'll see how that is. Swung on a high fastball to left field, and Bellinger makes the grab easily for 1 out. Great first at bat there for Fried. Oh, Steve Caballero was... Oh, I see. Excuse. I did not know that. That's fun. Thanks for that. Thanks for that comment in there. And then they pull him. As soon as I'm sucking off Boone for making a good call, they pull him after a batter, and they're putting in Jake Bird. Damn it, Boone. You just can't get out of your own way. You can't do it, huh? You got to play the stats. Third time around, blah, blah, blah. The odds of them hitting are... Give me a break, dude. The guy was dealing. He didn't even have 90 pitches yet. Guy's weak. You can't win a World Series with that weak attitude. You just can't do it. Okay? No soft, mushy, Boone-like, DeRosa-like manager wins World Series. They just don't. You got to have scruples. You got to have something in your jock strap there. But what I guess 7-run lead. It's easy to call, play it safe. Whatever. Fine. Let Jake Bird come in there. I wish I had the Creature in, my pal the Creature, to help give me some insight into Jake Bird, because I forgot all about him. I don't know much about him at all. So we'll see how he does. Surprisingly, the Yankees bullpen is usually, at least halfway decent. comparatively, but who knows? That really chaps my ass. I know it's game one. There's 161 games left. I got it. But what happens every year with the Yanks the last decade? We all know what happens. They get to the end of the season and they're struggling to for that playoff spot, whether it's a wild card or the division. You want the division lead because then you get the bye. It's less games. It's more rest. It's a no-brainer. But because they don't care early in the season, they put themselves in these situations later towards the end of the season, and then they're struggling. And then they're dealing with injuries and all the other stuff. Jake Bird, first pitch way up and out for ball one to Ramos. Nice beard, though, Bird. The 1-0 in there for a strike. A little bit inside, but he called it a strike and no challenge, so I guess that's fine. I'm curious to see what the umpire stats are going to be like after this game because he missed so many high calls out of the zone for strikes. 1-1, swung on a miss, strike two. Order of the Rings Ramos here. 1 for 2. He's got a single. He got that line drive to right center field, I believe. The 1-2. Ooh, filthy slider there. They call that a sweeper. That thing moved about 25 inches, it seemed. Holy shit. That started in the middle of the plate and ended up in the lefty's batter's box. Wow. I know the camera angle adjusts a little bit, but man. They just threw up a Max Fried stat. He retired 16 of the last 18 hitters face. Still not breaking a sweat. Anyway, the 2-2. Swung on a miss, strike three. Nice pitch, Bird. Nice job. Out number 2. Let's go. Good pitch. Good at bat. I say good at bat because he struck out. I want them to lose, obviously. That was a good at bat. Now we got Schmidt. I don't know what Schmidt's first name is. Something Schmidt. Not Clark Schmidt. First pitch, strike 1. Good pitch. I don't like the live umpire cam. I want to see a replay umpire cam only. Stop doing that. 0-1. Casey Schmidt, that's his name. The 0-1. Another sweeper. Dribbler up the middle. Jazz is going to make the play to Ben Rice. He does. 1-2-3 inning. Solid inning. I would have liked to have seen Fried finish the 7th, but that's okay. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, no left on. At the end of 7, 7-0 Yanks. 2 more innings. Let's go, Bombers. Finish strong. Don't be pussbags. Finish strong. Megfev, if you're still tuning into the stream, I saw your snap. Not good for the wet cat. I'll say that. With that, we'll take another break. All right, we're back. Let me tell you something. I'm indoors and I'm sweating like a whore in church. You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. I'm a bald. So my body has gotten used to expending energy and heat out the domicile. And when I put a hat on to mitigate grease and olive oil and what have you, it traps the heat in and I start sweating. I'm wearing a signature tank top too, and I'm still sweating. As McMahon gets up to the dish, 1-0 already to McMahon. Brubaker still out there, strike 2 on the swing there for McMahon. Let's see what they can do. Brubaker had a good inning last time. Let's see if they can shake him up a little bit and pile on some more runs. Really, I'm a big fan of stepping on their throat. You got to shut them down. You got to prevent them from even having a chance. As he takes that pitch down the middle for strike 2. Ooh, Jameis Winston is in the stands doing a little bit of stuff for Netflix with Jey Uso and probably an Uso cousin or something, Roman Reigns' cousin. All right, the 1-2 to McMahon, or the 0-2, I think it is actually. Swung on and missed, strike 3, McMahon. McMahon is getting back to midseason form where he's batting 100 again. Not good. I'm a big fan of Jameis Winston too. Can't get enough of the guy. I love that he's just in the stands. He snagged the mic and he's like, it's my time now. Good for him. As Dominican Wells gets up, Austin Wells, pitch from Brubaker. Swung on, fly ball to left center field. Center fielder camps underneath it and makes the catch. It's Bader again. See, I don't have Stat Boy to put up who is in the field for the Giants, so I'm just guessing here. But I forgot it was Bader. Steroids Bader with the catch. So 2 away now. It seems to be another quick inning for Brubaker. They really got to shake this guy up. Make him throw. Make him throw a little bit. Jameis, get some of those Cracker Jacks. Let's go. Get in there. See if you can snag the prize, too. Maybe it's a fake tattoo, a little sticky tattoo. Trent Grisham up at the dish. First pitch is in there for a strike from Brubaker. I'm a big fan of the high sock approach with the uniform. But what I don't like is what's going on as Trent Grisham takes low ball 2 there. I don't like the new trend. I see guys like Bo Bichette, some other players, I can't remember off the top of my head. They put the pants above the knees. So they're just like shorts at that point. I don't like it. 3-0 now to Trent Grisham as he takes that one way outside. Good for him. I understand that you don't want all that bunched up uniform underneath your knees like that. It stops the circulation. It's uncomfortable. But you can get it down into a spot that doesn't stop the circulation and it stays comfortable. I've done it before. As Grisham's swinging 3-0 and he grounds out to second base for the 3rd out of the inning. Not a good showing there, Grisham. You gotta hammer that over the fence if you're swinging 3-0. Anyway, that was another quick inning for Brubaker. So the Yanks go down in order, 1, 2, 3 for the top of the 8th. When we come back, we'll be in the bottom of the 8th. We'll see if what's-his-face comes back out there. Jake Bird. Might as well. I hope they're not doing the 5 pitchers in 2 innings routine that they normally do. It's game 1 of the season. Don't do that crap. Well, we'll see what Boone has in store for us. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Trying to get ahead of Netflix. I wish I could guess the play before it happens because of the delay so that we can be on time. But it's just not in the cards, folks. There's going to be a delay. You're going to know before me what's happening. Or you're going to see it before you hear about it from my flapping gills, unfortunately. So it's just the nature of the beast, I guess. Anyway, the first pitch. Oh, we got another pitcher for the Yanks, of course. Hedrick. And Bailey put a good swing into that one. Deep center field, and Grisham tracks it down for out number 1 off the warning track to deep center field. Why did they do that? Just let Bird pitch. He pitched 4 pitches. Why does he do that? Game 1, you're already pissing us off. Damn it. Is it Hedrick or Hedrick? Who knows? What's his first name? B. Ballbag Hedrick. Harrison Bader steps to the dish now as they're showing this guy in a hot tub in McCovey Cove. Let's see what we got in store for Juice Bader. The pitch. Outside ball 1. I wish somebody knew about this guy. Any stat boy. Brent Hedrick. 17 games. Did he play for the Yanks last year? I don't even remember him. Anyway, the 1-0. Swung on a miss. On a low pitch. Good pitch there. Good chase pitch. A little ballsy on 1-0. I don't know if he wanted to pitch it there, but he did, and Bader swung over it. So, count 1-1 now. Swung on a missed again. Strike 2. That was a strike. He still swung over. I think he's a little early on it or something. He's sitting fastball, but he's not adjusting to the breaking pitch. Come on, Bader. The 1-2. Strike 3. See ya. The sauce doesn't make the bat bigger, Bader. I'm sorry, pal. I wish it did, but it doesn't. You still got to put the bat on the ball. So 2 quick outs now. We got the top of the order back up for the Giants and Luis Arias, who is usually dangerous. He's 0 for 2 with a walk today. Let's see if old Brent Hedrick can do something about it. First pitch, line drive, through to right field for a base hit. Jazz dove, but he couldn't make the grab. Too far in the hole, and rises on for the second time today. We got 2 out, 1 on. First pitch swinging for him. He took every first pitch before that, and he threw Hedrick for a loop there. Now he's on a first with 2 out. Now we got Chapman up at the dish. First pitch is low for ball 1. I really don't remember if Hedrick played for the Yanks last year or not. I just don't know anything about this guy. Lefty, though. The 1-0. Swung on a miss. Strike 1. Swung over that one. He seems to keep the ball low, which is good for ground balls, unless you're a guy like Arias who can get the barrel underneath it a little bit and line it out there. 1-1 is down low for ball 2. But that's okay. You want to miss low as a pitcher. That's what they always say. If you're going to miss low. Because they can't really do that much damage on low pitches. If you leave one up in the wheelhouse, they can crush it. As he throws one inside for ball 3. 3-1 now to Chapman, who's 0 for 3 today. You know, he's got a hitter's count. Don't like that. I'd like for them to hold on for the shutout. Excuse. But I don't know what is going on now here. He just threw ball 4 to Chapman, so they got 2 on and 2 out now. And let's see what they do here. Let's see if Hedrick can get out of his own head a little bit. Oh, of course, they're going to call a timeout and get the pitching coach out there. Guy walked 1 batter. Let's relax, okay? Matt Blake. With your sleeveless sweatshirt. What are you doing with a sleeveless sweatshirt? You don't have many muscles. You're not a big guy. Put the sleeves back on. Cover up those stick arms. You look like Mike Wazowski, minus the gut. Tubby umpire shuffles on over to break up the timeout call. The little mound visit there. They're probably talking about ice cream or whatever veggie meals that they can get at the stadium. All right, time to lock in, Hedrick. You got the obligatory pitching coach conversation. Hopefully he told you to be a man and sack up, hit your spots, get us out of this inning, and get the sticks in the Yanks' hands again. Ooh, Devers, dangerous for the Yanks. Lefty on lefty matchup, though. Let's see. First pitch low, ball 1. He's living low, though. It's okay, he's living low, but I know Devers can get down. I don't know how, but he can get down and poke those low pitches, too. So let's see what happens. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled. Out of play to the... I got a bug on my wall. Out of play to the left field side. Third base side. This is the time of year in Texas, in Houston, where you're just at a constant war with every bug. The 1-1 swung on and missed for strike 2. Weak swing there. Good adjustment by Hedrick there. That's a constant war. We got fruit flies. We got cockroaches. We got everything. We're always all hands on deck fighting these guys, and now I got a fly on the wall. Anyway, the 1-2. Poke to center field. Grisham's camped underneath it for out number 3, and the inning is over. Another scoreless inning. Way to get out of the jam, Hedrick. I told you that he can poke those low pitches. He got underneath it. He's I don't know how he does it, but he does it. But Grisham was able to camp underneath it and end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. At the end of 8 now? Is that 8? 7-0 Yanks. We will be right back. Welcome back, folks. Coming to you live from the LPDS compound here in Houston, Texas. Streaming the game. Yanks-Giants. 7-0 Yanks in the, I'm pretty sure it's the 8th inning. I forgot to check the score bug before. We got a new pitcher for the Giants is Killian. First pitch to Judge. He swings and grounds ball to third base. And 1 away. At least he didn't strike out. He didn't go for 5. What do you call what is it, the golden ring? I don't know what 5 strikeouts is, but he avoids 5 strikeouts, grounds out the third, 1 away. Just a reminder for everybody, the next stream for the LPDS live streams is going to be April 3rd, the Yankees home opener. It's an afternoon game. I got to figure out how we're going to do that with work and all that. But pitch to Bellinger, way inside, ball 1 from Killian. So it's 1-0. So we'll figure that out. It's going to be on the S Network. I don't know. if everybody has the S Network or MLB.tv. I don't know if there's going to be blackouts or what, but we'll be coming to you live for that. Figure that out. I'll probably just work earlier or later or something like that to make it happen so that we can bring you a home opener stream. The 1-0 to Bellinger. It's a low ball, too. Good take from Belly. Staying disciplined. Look, it's late in the game. The Yankees are up big. It's actually the top of the ninth. What am I saying? It's not even the eighth. It's the ninth. But this is what you do. You keep battling. Never take your foot off the throttle. A 2-0 down. Ball 3. Get on base, Belly. Find a way. Get to the next guy. You never know what can happen in the game of baseball. You don't want to leave the door open for a seven-run bottom of the ninth inning. 3-0 to Belly. You better be taken, buddy. There you go. Taken all the way. Strike one. Straight heat from Killian right there. 98 miles an hour. That is fast. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and dribbled to the second baseman. Scoops, tosses. 2 outs. Not what you want. Had a swing at it, though. Not really. It was 3-1. You didn't have to swing at it, Belly. What are you doing? I guess your brain and my brain were synced up then. But I'm a bum on the bench here. You're at the plate. You got to have your mind in the game. Take some alpha brain or something. Anyway, Uncle Ben's up. Ben Rice, 1 for 3 today with a walk and a run. First pitch in there for strike one. 2 outs, nobody on. Yankees up 7-0. Killian's pitching. I don't know his first name. Charlie Killian, maybe. I just made that up. Ben Rice at the dish. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled back. Strike 2. High heat. In the zone. High heat in the zone. So, good pitch to swing at. Otherwise, it would have been 0-2 looking. So, I get it, Benny. It's just tough to hit those pitches. They look great, but they're the toughest to hit. The 0-2, down on the dirt. Did he go? He did not. 1-2. Good 2-strike pitch there from Killian. Way to hold up from Ben. Those high heaters are the easiest to swing at. They're right there at eye level. They look so fat and juicy, but they're the hardest to hit, to get the barrel around up there in time. Tough. Anyway, the 1-2. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Another good pitch. And the inning is over. One more chance, one more shot for San Francisco to come out of this. We'll see what happens, folks. I'm going to take one more break, cool off a little bit, wipe my pits off because I'm sweating. We'll be right back. Coming back a little early. Saw a comment from Scoose. Don't jinx us, Scoosey. Don't do it. It is completely in the realm of possible for the Aaron Boone and Cashman Yankees to have a ninth inning meltdown. I don't even know who they're going to pitch. Let's see who they put in to pitch. They'll probably change the pitcher again, waste 4 pitchers for a game that you could have really just used 1 or 2 max. Let's see what we got here, though. Just put Hedrick back out. I know they're not going to. They had the pitching coach come out the last inning. There's no way they're keeping him out there again for the 9th, even though they're up 7-0. So they'll just piss away another pitcher. Forgot that they have 2-3 more games against these guys. Bozo. Yep. Who's pitching now? Camino Duval? I don't know his first name. Something Duval. He throws one way outside for ball 1 against Adames, who's 0 for 3 today. Completely in the realm of possibility. It's a long shot. I'm hopeful. I don't think it's going to happen, but don't jinx it. The 1-0. Swung on a ground ball to Caballero, who gets absolutely dominated by a routine ground ball, Volpe style. And Adames leads off with a stupid error. Commence meltdown. Thanks a lot, excuse. Unbelievable. New pitcher, 9th inning jinx. Tailor-made ground ball eats him up. All right, we got Jung-Hoo Lee up. He's 0 for 3. Man on first. Nobody out. New pitcher. Whatever. Let's see what we got. Get a ground ball double play here. Not to Caballero. Low ball 1. Miss low. That's okay. Miss low. Rather miss low than anything else. The 1-0 from Doval. Swung on a miss, strike 1. That was a ball, too. Gave you a gift there, Jung-Hoo did. Give me a ground ball, baby. Come on. Tailor-made double play. Let's do it. Is he going to steal, though? I don't think so. Wells certainly isn't prepared for a steal because he's on one knee, which is lazy catching. With a runner on, I guess he must be confident he's not going to steal. Otherwise, I'd be up and ready to rock and roll. But Dominican Wells doesn't do that stuff. All right, 2-1 now to Lee. The pitch. Swung on ground. Foul towards the first base side. 2-2 now. You got him. Live low, Doval. Live low. Take care of business. Boone. Don't show Boone with his weak pitch 15 guys a game attitude. Get out of here with that. The 2-2. Line drive center field. Grisham right there. Barely had a move. Not bad. Not bad at all. 1 away. Man on first still. It's an out and the guy didn't advance. Can't be mad about that. That's fine. That is fine by me. Do it again, Doval. Get a ground ball. Tailor-made double play. Do it. Finish this fight. The fans have given up. They're gone. Stadium's empty now. Finish the fight. Finish strong. Let's go. First pitch low for strike 1. That was a little low. But he called it, so I'm not mad about it. Ramos is up 1 for 3 for Ramos today. The 0-1. Way outside and low. 1-1. Tried to do too much there, it looked like. He really pulled away on that one. Here we go. The 1-1. Another one. It gets past Wells, and Adames trots over to second. Wells, this is what I'm talking about. I was just talking about this, dude. On one knee, trying to pick. You have the gear on. Get your fat ass in front of it. I know it's 7-0. It's not the game-winning run or tying run or whatever. I got it. Show us you care a little bit. Show us you got a little pep in your step still. Another ball way outside, 3-1. He's forcing it. Good thing you burned 2 pitchers already, Boone, in game 1. Don't even let guys get warmed up before you're mixing and mingling pitchers. I know, it's 7-0. But they pull this shit now, and it's going to come back to bite them in the ass. 3-1 ground ball. There's a double play ball. Caballero throws it over, scooped up by Rice for out number 2. Adames, did he make it over the third? He sure did. This is what pisses me off. It's not the fact that they got a guy on third, 7-0. This game is, two outs. Pretty confident they got this game if they stay strong. But they pull this shit all the time. Okay? You have to show signs that you're improving and adapting, and you're just not doing that, Boone. I don't care what the score is. First pitch to Schmidt. Right field to Judge, and that'll do it. Offensive domination from the Yanks. Baseball domination. Okay? I bitch about them a lot. I get it. But I'm very happy with this victory. 0 home runs, folks. And they came away with a resounding dominant victory. 7-0. Didn't need a home run. On, over, in baseball. They did what they had to do. They took advantage offensively when the guys were in scoring position. That's what you like to see. Would I like to see better defensive mindset, pitching moves, and all that from Boone? Yeah, absolutely. But I'm happy with the win. Good first win. 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error from the Yanks here in the 9th by Caballero. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error from the Giants. Good game all around. Overall, a win is a win is a win. It's never going to say a win, but in the scorebook. It's just going to say win. So W's all around. W's in the chat. Strong first win. Really great stream. I really enjoyed you guys chiming in the comments and sticking around. I appreciate you doing that. You could have been doing anything else with your night, and you chose to come hang out with me. So thank you all for that. Good win from the Yanks. 1-0 on the season. Good start. 7-0. We'll do it again tomorrow. Not the stream, but the Yankees will do it again tomorrow, I think, or they'll take a day off and then they'll play Friday. Who knows what the hell it is. Next stream for the LPDS is coming to you April 3rd. I think it's a 1:35 Eastern game, so 12:35 Central. We'll put out the feelers on Instagram and social media so you guys are reminded of that. We'll be back here live from the LPDS compound for the home opener. I think it's against the Mariners, I want to say. Don't quote me. I'll get all the information for you before the game starts. But good overall outing from the Yanks. Good hard-fought offensive baseball, minus Judge's sombrero there. But we can forget about that. Thank you again.